Hello YouTube, it's M1NDxBEND3R here, and it's time for another Fembot. This time, a Decepticon. This is Phobia. Spiderbot, personal assassin to the Air Commander Void, and sister to the Autobot Widow. So, write whatever fanfiction you want about that. Anyway, as you can see, she turns into a spider, and I've actually wanted to make a spider transformer for quite a while, and I was just never quite able to get it right, so this came out pretty good in my opinion. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I see she's got kind of the translucent orange bits around her body, because Widow had the same sort of deal, different color, but she still had the translucent pieces around her. And I kind of wanted to show the relation there in some small, subtle way, so that's how I went with it. Yeah, blue and black. I guess if you want to, you could imagine these being extra eyes for the spider, but really I just imagine that those are her, these right here are her main spider eyes. But anyway, overall, like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. Not super posable, just that really on all her legs. But yeah, that's spider mode. So without further ado, let's get on to transformation. To transform Phobia, we start off by folding these pieces out to the side and doing the same back here. This piece right up here unclips and just folds around. Actually, we come back here and just fold this whole piece back. This will become her head. Coming up here, we'll fold down her legs, and we'll do the same thing right here. Kind of see her body coming together. Next, we'll come up here and just fold out her arms. Just like that. Fold the legs back. Do the same thing on the other side. And I like to just fold these spider legs back a bit. They don't really go anywhere, unfortunately, but I just fold them back to get them out of the way. And we'll come and grab her spider head, fold it down, becomes a chest piece, just like that. And lastly, we'll flip this piece around, flip this piece around, and fold her head into place. Get her ponytail, her ridiculously long ponytail, all situated here. Get her standing. It's a bit tough because she has these kind of high heel looking feet. But there is Phobia in her robot mode. Now, as much as I liked Phobia in her spider mode, her robot mode is what really does it for me. This is where most of the work went into, what I really wanted to get right. And a big part of that was this massive ponytail she's got back here. And I assure you, this was not kibble from the transformation. This was actually intentional. This was part of the plan going into this build. This was the one thing I really wanted to get in, was this massively long ponytail, like down to her knees almost. And yeah, it worked. It came out really well. It's posable, it moves side to side, it has all these joints in it, so when I'm putting her in like crazy action poses, it looks real good, like flowing in the wind or whatever I'm doing. And yeah, it just works for me. As for the rest of the robot mode, you can see they still have all these translucent pieces around there. I imagine them acting kind of like cloaking devices for when she's doing stealth missions, which I imagine would be a lot. Unfortunately, I couldn't really get these spider legs to go anywhere, but they don't bother me too much. I mean, that's kind of a trope with a lot of insect and spider-like transformers, is the legs usually just kind of end up hanging out there, but I wish I could have smoothed those out, but it's no big deal. As for posability, she's very posable. You see a lot of T-joints in her as well. Rotates the shoulder in and out, rotates the elbow, hinge. Down at her legs, she can move forward and back, in and out. Fortunately, it's just a hinge at the knee, but she also does have some movement at the ankle, which is helpful. What is very helpful is right here in her waist. There's a T-joint there, so she's got a hip swivel and an ab crunch. So you can get her into all kinds of crazy kung fu action poses, like she's throwing kicks and stuff like that. Her feet make her a bit difficult to pose, because I tried to give her like these high heel feet, and it can be a bit hard to stand her up. Not impossible. I mean, it's actually not too hard to get her to stand, but it's just easier with bigger feet. So, as for our accessories, we'll move her to the back. I did give her a pair of raptors that she affectionately refers to as her dogs. And for those of you who've been around my channel for quite a long time, you remember the raptors. They're triple changers that can become either a raptor, a bird, or a robot. Just like that. If you want more detail on the raptors, I would encourage you to check out my null video, which will be in the description below. That'll give you a closer look at this build. And the purpose of these raptors is to kind of act as her hunting party. They'll sniff out her prey, or scout ahead, or whatever she needs them to do, even assist in some light combat. And they'll basically just kind of clear a path for her to get to her target. They also serve to bring her her weapon, which I put a lot of thought into because just the way she looks, I felt just giving her a gun would be kind of a waste. She looks too cool to use a simple gun. So after a lot of thought, I built her this. Now this, I found out, is a Japanese weapon called a naginata. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, that's perfect. So that's her weapon. Clips very nicely into her hand. And she looks pretty good holding it, I think. And because I know people will ask for it, here she is with her sister, Widow. Alright guys, until next time, I want to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, feel free to subscribe or leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of this girl. I would encourage you to read the description before you comment. Make sure it's channel appropriate and all that. And yeah, I've been M1NDbender. I'll talk to you later.